really impressed him about him. He's an outside linebacker, he's an edge rusher, and Malzahn said it's everything. He'll have an immediate impact. He'll see playing time at multiple positions.
Oh yeah, so, he's been doing really good in fall camp from what I heard.
So that's one to definitely look out for.
Well, I think that about does it on our news. We kind of strayed away. We're kind of running out of stuff to talk about for football starts. So
I saw something last week that Ohio State was trying to trademark the word "the" for the Ohio State University.
Yeah.
I saw something about that.
We talked about that a couple days ago without you. Yeah. Now, like I said, with those Michigan State uniforms, it's kind of like a statement that they want to be, the Michigan State. Mm-hmm. They might kind of go butt heads over that trademark. Maybe
one
Ohio
thing we
State
forgot to talk about
state.
Was the fake post about Justin Fields losing the starting position.
Yeah. Usually, if you're scrolling through Twitter and you see something from an unverified account that looks too good to be true, you blurt it out as soon as you see it. And that's what I did. So no, that's not true. It's a fake account. So I mean, I haven't seen anything confirmed.
Which he still could lose it. You never know. They haven't announced anything, but they probably won't for until the first game.
Yeah, and it looks
I don't think just because all these teams have announced their starting quarterbacks that'll stick. I mean, there's always room for mistakes, and they may play both guys or whatever. So.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, that news just looked too good to believe. But when you see something in the moment like that, I mean, you got to talk about it. So.
Yeah. Have we heard an update on Kelly Bryant?
Haven't heard anything from Mizzou in a while.
Yeah, he had that non-contact injury, but he had to be carted back into the facility.
Was there like an update since then?
I haven't seen anything. It must have just been a minor tweak.
I think he's been practicing.
Okay.
I did hear where two of Auburn's receivers that were out for knee injuries, Eli Stove and Will Hastings, was back on the field today. Or not today. Well, yeah, I think it was today. Anyways, they're back practicing full speed. So
some new weapons, or no, I guess not new weapons.
Not new. They didn't.
Some weapons for Bo.
Yeah.
I mean, can you think of a better name for a quarterback? Coming and playing at a school in Alabama.
We had
Bo Nix.
Bo Wallace.
That's not the same, man. You got
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You got a 5-letter full name. Man, that dude's rolling right there.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
No, that's a sweet name.
Yeah.
Bo Nix.
That's why his dad named him. He said, "You know what, son? You're gonna be the starting quarterback at Auburn one day." It is an awesome story. Like especially if you're an Auburn fan, you gotta you get a dude that's been raised and bred to be an Auburn football player from his dad, and dreams do come true for some people.
Well, I think that I'm gonna trademark the term Bo Nix with the pick six, because it could be used a lot. You never know how this guy's gonna be, and then, it has a good flow to it. Eli Gold could use my saying.
I will mute your mic, Mason.
Well, all I needed to say is out now.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, maybe Tennessee does all right this year too.
I mean, you can't really say Tennessee quarterback's name in a flow with pick six. It just kind of happens. So, I'll go with Bo Nix with the pick six.
It does have a ring to it, I'm not gonna lie.
But so does also Bo Nix for 6. Yeah, I like the other one better.
Yeah, me too.
We'll stick with
I
that.
don't like that one myself.
Put it on a t-shirt.
No. Anyways, let's let's get on to the main topic. We got Florida and Miami.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
All right. So this is the week 0. This is the game starting everything off.
What's the date? This upcoming Saturday?
Yeah, it's this Saturday.
Yeah, it's on August 24th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have like a time? And
Yeah, it's a 7 p.m. Eastern. And the channel is, let's see. Well,
I know College Game Day is going to be in Orlando, right along with the game.
yeah, and the game's on ESPN.
You know, they're for College Game Day, they're not allowing signs at all, and they're making people pay $100
6 o'clock.
cover fee.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 p.m. Eastern.
Because it's in Disney World.
Oh, so it's only a 1 week thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They'll be allowing
That's no
signs.
problem.
Surely, I think it's like Disney's thing. So
Well, we don't. I mean, I've seen enough of Disney for the week.
I've seen enough Sony for the week.
Don't even get me started.
Give us NCAA football games back, and everybody will be happy.
No, I just want Spider-Man.
I don't care about Spider-Man.
All right, so we got Miami and Florida.
So it's a neutral site, though?
Yeah. It's a neutral site. I mean,
Yeah. Anywhere
I guess-
they would have played would have been pretty much neutral. I mean, they're both in Florida. It's not a
yeah.
long drive.
So I guess kind of a home advantage for both of them. But anyways, the Gators entered this game favored by like 7.5 points.
Yeah, that's the spread on it.
Which is not really surprising, honestly.
And I'd actually take the over on Florida for that. I think that'd be the safer bet.
What?
If you're a betting person, take the over 7.5. So Florida's favored by 7.5.
You think they'll cover the spread?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be a close game, honestly. Will it be like a 3-point game? You never know.
Yeah. Well, they have a.
You'd win a little more money if Miami upset Florida.
Yeah, and you'd also lose a lot more too.
Yeah,
because
that's always the
probably
risk
not
you
gonna
take,
win.
man. Hey, man, if you're a high roller, you got to go for a big. But yeah, let's talk about that Gator offense. What did you think about them last year? They finished the year strong last year. They won their 4 final games and end up finishing with a 10-3 record, which isn't too bad.
And
That's really good, actually. Considering
Felipe Franks kind of was starting to figure stuff out. He had about 2,500 yards passing. I think he had about a 4-to-1 touchdown to
How many did you say?
ratio. 2,500.
He had 862 yards.
I don't know. I think Florida probably has the best skill players they've had in the past decade right now.
Yeah, Mason, I totally, screwed up on that one. I mean, he had 862 yards after his mid-season benching, because he got benched mid-season.
Yeah, I mean, it's still impressive numbers though. I don't.
Yeah. He progressed a lot from his first year to last year, and he gets all 6 of his receivers back.
Yep.
So that's a pretty big deal.
And LaMichael Pirine.
Yeah.
Run back. Yep. But they lost a lot of people on their offensive line. So.
Yeah, they're having to I think it's 4 people they're having to replace.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big. It's going to be a big crutch. We're going to have to work on because, I mean, if you get a line, man, you can't get nothing going. Running game, passing game.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw Tennessee and Auburn struggle like that last year. A lot of teams that struggle with line play
Yeah.
Those are just two that pop in my head that had absolutely horrible lines.
Tennessee's problem was Butch Jones basically recruited, 5'7", 120-pound people to play on the defensive line.
He must have knew he was on his way out.
I mean, not literally. I mean, come on. But, you got to recruit size.
As of the whole group for Florida and on the line, they've all together have 24 career starts. So
that's not very good.
It's going to be some growing pains for sure. And Miami has a pretty stout defense. They did last year.
Yeah, and let's not forget that 2 seasons ago Miami made it all the way up to number 2. They started 10-0.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot has changed since then. They've gone under 500 since then.
Yeah.
But
I think they finished 25th against the run and 6th against the pass last year.
So their defense is only going to improve from last year. They got a lot of veterans on there this year.
And especially defensive line talent.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of their, some of their key losses was Gerald Willis and Joe Jackson. So they'll, replacing them may be something of a big deal, but they're definitely going to lean on their line, and they also return all 3 starting linebackers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the run defense is probably going to be really good again.
Last year they finished 11th in the season in sacks with 40 last year.
It's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But the quarterback situation is just a mess.
Yep.
Yes,
well,
it is.
they got the 4-star prospect coming out of high school. So.
Yeah, I think Miami's biggest weakness in the defense is through the air. So maybe that may be Florida's. Answer, because Florida has all 6. They have all kinds of 6 returners back for receiver.
Yeah.
But yeah, they lost 3 starters in the defensive backfield to the NFL draft. Which they yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I think, but yeah, Miami's offense is going to be struggling this year, I think.
Yeah, unless they know something that we don't about the quarterback situation. But
yeah,
I just think it's a mess.
He came straight in and got the starting job over, who was it?
Tate Martell.
Yeah, that's right. You
Transferred
think he
from Ohio State, expecting, I'm going to come down to Miami and run the show. And
that's the problem with the transfer portal sometimes, man.
Yeah, this isn't high school. His parents can't buy him in the starting job anymore. So.
Yeah. You got to earn it. That's the way it goes.
Now he's taking reps at receiver.
You got these kids that go through the transfer portal expecting to play, and it just don't work like that sometimes.
Yeah. And the season, not the season, but the series. Miami actually leads the all-time series by 3 games. They lead 29-26 in the all-time.
Yeah, he's actually Jaron Williams is actually a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, he is.
Has he been there the whole time? Which he was the number 5 pro style quarterback from the 2018 recruiting class. But this, will that work with Miami's offense?
I guess we'll find out, because we really don't know much about these guys.
Let's be honest, though. Florida, they have a pretty stout defense themselves. They're returning 8 starters. That's over half of the defense.
But their defense is really, prone to big plays. It seems like they allow big plays all the time.
Yeah, but if they're giving Miami's offensive line, problems, will they be able to do anything? Is a real question. Yeah. So, Forrest, you got anything?
Well, I know that there's another game. Arizona versus Hawaii. I really don't know anything about either team, but that's also
is that the other game going on?
Mm-hmm.
That's
August 24th.
I know there was 2 games for
Yeah, that's the other one. Arizona versus Hawaii at Hawaii, 7:30 Pacific time.